Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Jack. Back again to bring you the 9.1 patch announcement. As we finally have a date, we finally have a target, of course, for patch 9.1, Chains of Domination. It's going to be June 29th. But also, I wanted to start talking about a couple different things that I'm going to be doing to prepare, that I would encourage a lot of you to do to prepare if you haven't. Also include some Wowhead links as well to help you kind of read up on some of the things that we're going to be looking at here, as there's a couple different things you want to start prioritizing before you get into 9.1. First and foremost is to kind of read up on the Domination Sockets, all right? There's something that we're not really tested very much at all. It wasn't really tested in raid testing as well, so we're looking at this kind of fresh, and it's probably going to receive a lot of changes as well as we get closer, since there's still going to be a couple weeks of the patch before we actually get into the raid. These Domination Sockets are going to appear in 5 different slots. They're going to be gear that comes from the raid itself, and there's going to be multiple sockets that give you different bonuses, whether it's dealing damage, increasing a tertiary stat, and increasing your defensive value. If you have 3 of a kind, then you get a lovely set bonus. They can include a drain type and leech type effect. You can get some shielding as well as in dealing some extra damage, or you can get a primary stat bonus. The tuning for these is crazy whack. I had like constantly 300 intellect and everything like that with Chaos Bane, for example. So there's probably going to be a nightmare of balancing and changes and everything going on for these, but it's something to really keep an eye on as we start getting closer to the raid itself, because you're going to be wanting to recraft your legendaries or decide on where you craft your legendaries accordingly, because these Domination Sockets appear in 5 slots, like I mentioned, and they're different for cloth, leather, mail, and plate. So as a priest, for example, I see the bracers are going to be off of Sylvanas, and that's going to make me want to have, for example, my Flash Concentration Legendary crafted on the neck, so that I don't have to worry if I get the bracers about not having a Legendary to make my set bonus in the raid. Something to consider, something to kind of keep in mind. If you have that flexibility, you're going to be in good shape. Same thing with Clarity of Mind for Disc Priests. Having it on the ring so that you don't have interference from the chest will help you quite a bit, so you're not going to feel like you're making any sort of weird decisions. If you're still raiding and everything like that, kudos to you. Make sure, if you're a staff wearer, that you have a main hand offhand combination that you can start running with, start having on hand. You could also start upgrading it now with Valor, so that you're going to, because Valor's going to reset, and then of course you're going to be able to have options in case you get a really high item level offhand. With your current legendaries, if you can socket them now through Torghast or through Venari rep or anything like that, probably a good plan to do that. Same goes as well for any of the conduit rerolls from Venari. If you have extra Stygia, getting those done now, you will be able to get, I believe it's 226, which would be the same level that you could upgrade your conduits to right now. You should be able to get the 226 conduits from M+, but again, not a guarantee that you're immediately going to get them. I've gone multiple runs before I got the conduits I wanted, and that's not something you want to stress about as progression gets itself started. Other things, I'm going to be switching to Goblin personally for the Sanctum of Domination raid. It's just going to be really, really good for the Painsmith Rasnal fight and for the Remnant of Ner'zhul encounter. So having that mobility, for me as a priest, is especially important. I'm also going to be doing a lot more preparation as well for Keystone Master, as Keystone Master, Explorer, or Conqueror are going to be required to be able to upgrade your gear with Valor for the new season. So if you want to be able to quickly run a dungeon, you get an item you want, and upgrade it to the highest level that you can, as quickly as you can, then getting your keys done really rapidly is going to be very important. As an example, Tyrannical and Fortified are both going to count for your Mythic Plus score, so the 750, 1500, 2000 breakpoints are going to make it really, really key that you're doing dungeons, very rapidly to be able to get that score, doing it on Tyrannical and Fortified week, to be able to get all those keys done. It averages out to being 15s in all the dungeons across Fort and Tyrannical, but if you can run up the board a little bit, especially considering that a 15 should be around an 18 today, that can always help you quickly get some gear, even if you're getting up to 750 or 1500, so you can quickly get your item level up before the raid gets rolling, raid starts coming out. All right. The Tormented Affix is up on PTR. The public test realm is available for everybody, so you can make your character. Your gear is going to scale accordingly in the dungeons, and you can start getting some experience with that Tormented Affix. We've also been streaming it a lot and got a video on this channel that also talks about how those guys work. I'm also I'm almost done finishing the Kyrian Renown. For Discipline Priests, you're going to want to go with Kyrian for the next raid. So I've got Venthyr, Faye, and soon to be Kyrian all leveled up to 40. And being able to have any of those covenants for whatever class that you might be playing leveled up early is going to be really valuable. We still don't have the specific details beyond it's going to be better to get your Renown after the patch, but keep in mind, Renown is also required to be able to get your flying. It's also required to get your Covenant Legendary if you want to be able to get that. There's a couple different unlocks, soul binds as well to get your later tier traits are going to be really valuable too. So keep that in mind with your different classes and specs as well to make sure that you are prepared and you have everything that you need. Otherwise, super excited for the new content. Hopefully 9.2 isn't going to take as long, right? But again, be sure to check out all the updates and everything that we're going to have on this channel. We're going to be streaming, of course, all our progression with comms, with Imperative, and going to be doing all kinds of crazy streams and progression and preparation and everything as the patch rolls out. So hope to see you guys there. Links in description below as well. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions or anything else that you'd like me to drill down on a little bit further, let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, thank you for watching, guys. Hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll catch you all next time.